You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're not yet done talking about USC quarterback Caleb Williams here in this video. A man that went into the stands, got in his mother's arms, and cried like a baby after a loss to Washington. Now, I made a second video on this because I found out what he actually said to the media after he was actually filmed crying in his mother's arms. I mean, the video of him crying in his mother's arms was so embarrassing, guys. She even knew it, so she actually covered up his face. It was a weak move. He looked soft. Will he actually be the number one overall pick? Maybe so. But something is telling me, man, that Caleb Williams does not have the toughness to actually win in the NFL. I mean, it takes toughness to actually win at the next level. He's pretty weak to me. He's pretty soft. Definitely one of the weakest moves, if not the weakest move I've ever seen by an athlete. It was embarrassing. Then we found out this guy also likes to paint his fingernails and stuff like that. He's into some weird stuff. Okay? Weird stuff. But we got to talk about a couple of Super Bowl champions that have now actually weighed in on Caleb Williams. And boy, they are crushing him. I'm talking about Amani Toomer of the New York Giants, won a Super Bowl, and Robert Mathis of the Colts, who probably will end up in the Hall of Fame, probably should actually be in the Hall of Fame, pretty close, 123 sacks. He was bit time when he played. So let's jump over here to Fox News. Super Bowl champ rips USC's Caleb Williams for crying after the game. Come on, man. That would be Amani Toomer. So let's go ahead and read some of this, guys, and we'll see what Amani Toomer actually had to say. Shortly after USC's 52-42 loss Saturday night to the Pac-12 rival Washington, Caleb Williams was spotted sobbing in his mother's arms in the stands. The viral moment prompted criticism of Williams, the defending Heisman Trophy winner, and a candidate to become the first overall selection in next year's NFL draft. And you know what? I honestly believe, man, that could actually hurt him a little bit. Because talent is one thing, man, but that it factor, that's another thing right there. Yeah, USC actually lost their third game. But I believe when teams actually see him crying to his mother, they're going to be thinking, man, what is this man going to do in a tough situation in the NFL? That's what actually separates, great quarterbacks from good quarterbacks. What can you do to overcome adversity? Well, this guy cried. But let's continue on here. Some critics argued the moment with his family could hurt his draft stock. One Super Bowl champion is in that category, finding the tears cringeworthy. I agree. New York Giants legend Amani Toomer said Williams' crime was strike two for the quarterback. Toomer said Williams' first strike was painting his fingernails in the past, writing the words F Utah on his fingernails before last night's Pac-12 title game against the Utes, which the Trojans lost. This is what Amani Toomer said about Caleb Williams. Quote, "How are you going to come in a huddle as a rookie? You got your nails painted, you got your tissues in your back pocket, and you know where your mom is in the stands. You go crying to her. Come on, man. What are we talking about?" Toomer told ESPN New York Radio's DePetro and Rothenberg Tuesday. "Maybe I'm old school, but man, there's no crying in football. I know there's no crying in baseball, but there's damn sure no crying in football. Come on. What are we talking about?" Yeah. And the thing is, man, the man actually had a good game. Williams went 27 of 35 for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough because the Trojan defense allowed 52 points and 256 yards and 4 touchdowns to the Huskies running back, Dylan Johnson. Yeah. And then he said, I want to go home and cuddle with my dog and watch some shows. That's what he told the media right there. Then he goes on, like, we lost the game. I work hard throughout months, years to have big games like this. Try and go win and play your best. Each and every one of us, we came out with a loss today. So emotionally, I want to go home and I want to play with my dog. Yeah. This man is soft, super soft, like toilet paper here. But let's go on here because Robert Mathis, yeah, he's not holding back either. Now, let's go back to this video clip here because RG3 actually was defending Caleb Williams. Now, RG3 won nothing in the NFL. Nothing. He was defending this weakness right here that you see. The man is in the stands crying with his mother. And RG3 defended this. This was a terrible, terrible look. But RG3 said, watching Caleb Williams sobbing with his family after losing the game will break your heart. Didn't break mine. This young man pours his heart out for his team every time he plays. Any NFL team would be lucky to have him as their QB, and this emotion shows how much this game means to him. Well, in response to that, Robert Mathis came out and said, sorry, RG3. All love, little bro. But I gotta chalk this one up in the soft category. He ran and jumped in stands to his mommy and cried. Always tell players, I'll never lie to them. And this is not the look you want from your trigger man. And in response to that, RG3 disagreed. Like I said, RG3 never won nothing in the NFL. He says, I got mad respect for you, OG, and I disagree. I know this young man's story and the mission he was on with his teammates this season. Showing emotion doesn't make you soft, and these young men are human. It might not be what you want to see, but it is real and authentic. Mathis said he appreciated Griffin's stance, but left it at that. It's weak, man. It is completely weak, man. There's no other way to put it. I mean, Super Bowl champions like Amani Toomer and Robert Mathis, they know what it takes to win because they have won at the highest level. RG3 won nothing. Won nothing. I'm on the side of Amani Toomer and Robert Mathis here in this situation. We have to see if this actually does affect the draft status of Caleb Williams. Maybe it will, but maybe it won't. But this is, the young generation, man. They're a bunch of pussies. They're soft. Super soft. And this is a bad look, man. Trust me. Whenever Caleb Williams actually gets into the NFL, trust me, he's going to get mocked by opposing teams, probably even his teammates, for crying to his mother. They're going to mock him, man. And we have to see how tough he is then. Chances are, he's not going to be that tough. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.